the news at noon for week 19. It's May the 9th. We're recording this, and we are in Founders Month. In honor of our founder, Arthur Levine Sr., the Oceanside Collection, earrings, necklace, and for area leaders and up, an amazing bracelet can be yours this month in the month of May. And the spring ring sale or sing ring sale down under, it's extended all May long. So for the entire month of May, you can still take advantage of those rings. Just 30 with a 30 order. And they're all available in your back office. Look under monthly specials. We're in the final few weeks for St. Martin. Our shout out recognizes two people from the UK who have actually earned that trip. That's our first UK winners in Park Lane. So that's very exciting. And again, the spring ring sale, so all those great rings that you can get for 30 with a 30 order are extended the entire month of May. Take advantage of them. There are some really, really great specials. We continue with one bonus item. You have other great customer specials like the mom necklace. Hosts get to take advantage of 3 Fast 50s and all the other great things about our hostess program. And this month, you can earn the Katy earrings. Many of you have seen the picture in white of Katy Perry, a U.S. singer. And we've replicated those earrings she's wearing. Amazing. And they're your award. And the great news is for the month of May, only $2,000. That's all you need to do in international markets. And you continue to hear lots of talk about convention. And our convention in Chicago, July 18th and 19th, is a new format. New exciting announcements, new things that we've never done before. The Saturday VIP event. If you're a leader, I hope you're tracking to be there. And all of this happens in Chicago, but whether you're there or not, you can earn our amazing awards. And these awards, beginning in the May, June, first 2 weeks of July recognition period, these special challenges, whether you're in Chicago or not, you can earn them. And if you're not there, we send them back and they're awarded at a sales meeting or to you directly. The one thing you can't get is that experience, just that moment in time if you're on stage, to hear from the top people, to get the big picture of Park Lane. It's all there when you're in convention. And Chicago in the U.S. is one of the easiest places for all of you around the world to get into. The hotel is right by Chicago O'Hare Airport. All attendance goal-making franchises, when you make your goal, everybody in attendance who's paid a registration gets that amazing award too. You can track your Sparkle competition right on a manual sheet that's in your network magazine and be there if you can, if any way possible. If not, you're going to be able to see it live online. Hey, are you afraid of missing out? Here it is. It's the Sparkle Surprise in May. It's beaches. It even looks like that, doesn't it? It's 34 in all markets everywhere with a 30 order, and it's our Sparkle Surprise customer special. And usually around the 10th, so very soon you're going to see that appear and you'll be able to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it while you can. Ask those people who missed the wild thing. It's all in your network magazine, available in your back office, left-hand margin, all the way down to the bottom. You'll see the network. And the network will tell you we're in May. We're in the May commission month. For Europe down under, you've got 4 weeks. We finished the first week. North America, we've got 5 weeks here. But there are people who are really making it happen and earning. A lot of people are going to earn St. Martin. And here are 2 qualifiers from the UK. Congratulations to Wendy Jones and Sheena Robb. There's the tracking, 100%. That means they're going to be joining Park Lane and St. Martin's, all expenses paid, all-inclusive resort. Just an incredible time. And we're excited because these are our first winners from the UK, and many markets are having new winners for the very first time. It's exciting to see. And that takes us to our 1-minute training, and we're continuing our 4-week series on the 4 pillars that build the business: booking, show planning, recruiting, and promoting. Booking, we talked about week 1. It's a skill. It can be taught. And once you know how to do it, you get better and you can teach others. Show planning, we're talking about today. It's a discipline. And once you get in the discipline of making it happen, it's amazing what will happen for your business. Last week, we talked about recruiting. It is a feeling. And when you have that feeling, you share it, and you want to create that feeling in your own personal business, in your team. And hey, next week, we're going to talk about promoting it. It's the Promoting is a passion. It says, I'm all in. But today we talk about show planning, and show planning is a discipline. You have to make a habit of doing that. Whether it's a rubber band on your wrist, every time you book a show, you have to make a habit of doing the show planning. You want to give them the guidelines and give them the word to say to do it step by step. Don't ever assume anybody knows how to have a get together, even those party queens. And how much do you train on show planning each hostess? Do you really talk about that? Well, today I'm going to share with you 6 steps that I've learned over, again, 30 some years of experience. And I certainly held on to these principles in my own business, which is why back, 31 years ago, my show average was over 1,000 in a company that the qualified show was 125, I think that. So it really can make a difference, and let's look how. Number 1, set a date and make sure they'll never forget it. Now, that means that when you schedule that date, you get a date for that get together, whatever it may be. You want to give that to them in a way where they'll never forget. Not, I'll write it down, or I'll give you a dramatic story. We had our top manager, she was a top manager in the US for many years. She used to take Mylar balloons that said it's a party, and she'd hang them out in front of the show. Then before she started the show, she'd bring them in. When someone booked a show with her, she'd take a black Sharpie marker permanently and write their date and their time of their show and give it to the hostess to take home. Hey, that's setting a date in a way you'll never forget. You want them to have that. I used to give them a card to put on their refrigerator with a magnet. The card was just a little magnet they put on there. So set a date for it and make sure, let's see what happens next week and maybe we'll get together. That's not a date. Set a date. Number 2, no matter how much she or they resist, fill out a wish list for their show every show. You need to give them a wish list and have them write everything they want to get. If they don't know what they want to get, how are you going to help them get that many orders? So a wish list will create a great tool to help you build orders for your show. Number 3 tip is help them over-invite using franks. When I started in the business, you'd invite 10, you get 7 or 8 there, 75%. Went through the 90s, early 2000s, that dropped down to 50%. Now with everybody and all the things people have going on, that number is about 25%. 25% of the people you invite to a get-together will attend. So don't be discouraged by that. You just need to invite more people because you never know who will come. And that's where we talked about this last week and when we talked about bookings. But Franks is just an easy, simple acronym that I can write those 6 letters down the side of a piece of paper, and I can have her write 3 names by each one. That's 18 people. That's going to get you probably 5 people at the show minimum. So help them and help them understand that they have to over-invite. That for many people, it's not going to work out. And they can still place an order and get a catalog, send a link for the show, right? Number 4 tip on show planning is the more ways that they invite, the better. You can still mail out reminder flyers or the small catalogs. Personal phone calls will always still be the best invitation. They can text, they can Facebook message, doing an email invitation with a link to their online show is absolutely crucial. But here's my point. You have to invite a lot of different ways now so that people see the message. And just that simple tip, the more ways you invite, more different ways, the better it'll be. Number 5, this is just an encouragement. You get Fast 50s for every show. In the month of May 2019, you get 3. Don't just give those away to a host. Really use those Fast 50s to reward key behaviors. And in a show, in a party plan business, there are 3 key drivers. Number 1 is the amount of people in attendance. Give them one when they have 7 or more in attendance. Second, challenge them to have outside orders. If you're using the link to their show and you're passing that on, this is an easy one nowadays, okay? Many shows, the average is about 150 they have in advance of the show. So challenge them to have 100 or more in outside orders before the show. And thirdly, give them a Fast 50 if they have 1 booking in waiting, 1 person who isn't at the show, but who will schedule a get-together of their own. Using your Fast 50s to do these key drivers, you'll be amazed at what will happen. And lastly, is really what I encourage you to do as a habit moving forward with show planning. The saying is biblical, success begot success, but what if you want to put a culture in of your hosts and your events and pop-ups that they're very successful, you need to do something special. And that's that you reward the benefits of hostess coaching at the show for everyone to see. So if she's earned 2 Fast 50s, you want to make a big deal about it. In addition to everything else she got, our host Sue gets $100 in free product additionally because she has more than 7 people here, and she had over $200 in orders before the party started. And when you do that, when you take time and focus your recognition on those things you do during show planning, soon your hostesses will assume, those who book will assume everybody does that. You've created a culture, and you can do it very quickly with your own personal shows. You really can. In a period of weeks, if you really focus on this, you recognize them at shows, really make a big deal. Everybody loves recognition. It's amazing what can happen. What I promise you is that these 6 little tips for show planning can really get you, if you're not there already, to $1,000 show average. And as you look at these 4 pillars of the business, the third this week being show planning, discipline is our bridge between goals, what we want to have happen, and accomplishment of those goals. And so my hope for you is you have great discipline as you put in show planning as part of your regular business activity. Hey, thanks for watching this week's News at Noon.